Good morning, Flagler County. I'm Rich Carroll. You're listening to Flagler's Morning News on Monday, July 10th.
No criminal charges will be filed.
Flagler Beach Police Chief Matt Downey says that was the result of an investigation into an incident involving a Flagler County Sheriff's Office sergeant who was found passed out in Flagler Beach in May. Officers say they found Sergeant Michael Breckwalt passed out at North 2nd Street and North Ocean Shore Boulevard following an incident at Finn's Beachside Pub where he was accused of chest bumping a patron. Downey says Detective Rosanna Vinci was assigned to the case.
With cooperation from the ownership and management of Finn's, they had access to their entire surveillance camera system. Detective Vinci does what she always does, a thorough investigation. After that investigation, no criminal charges will be filed.
Meantime, the Flagler County Sheriff's Office is conducting its own internal investigation. This local news is a service of Flagler County's Toyota dealer, Beaver Toyota US 1 St. Augustine, here to wow you. Flagler County is taking steps to reduce glare on a new pedestrian bridge following complaints from drivers.
Some drivers in Flagler County say a new bridge is blinding them and worry it could lead to a crash. The bridge connects the county's trail system and adds nearly 2 miles of trails. County engineer Faith Akatib says the bridge is supposed to naturally oxidize over time, reducing the glare, but the county now plans to expedite that process.
As we heard from some of Flagler County residents, they have some concerns, certain time of the day, maybe for half an hour, 1 hour. I do understand their concerns. And basically what we're doing at this time, we're trying to spray the structure, the enclosure, stainless steel structure with patina finish. So it will get the color a little bit more dull and it wouldn't be that much a glare of the structure. So that's our plan, to get it done, not to wait for the material to be facing some natural oxidations. At this time, we're getting it done as soon as we can.
The bridge is part of a $12 million project funded by a Florida Department of Transportation grant.
Wadsworth Elementary School has a new principal.
The interim superintendent for Flagler Schools is happy to announce she recommends Amy Neuenfeld as the next principal of Lewis E. Wadsworth Elementary School. It is a homecoming of sorts for Mrs. Neuenfeld, who began her career in education as a classroom teacher at Wadsworth Elementary School in 2003. She also served as a reading coach and teacher support colleague during her more than 14 years on the WES campus. Mrs. Neuenfeld has served as assistant principal at Indian Trails Middle School. She was the district's assistant principal of the year in 2021. She begins her 20th year in the district this August. For Flagler's Morning News, I'm Karen Johnson.
The $1 million food drive, the final 2 out of 3.
Go, Dr. B! Go, Dr. B! Let's go!
An arm wrestling match between Palm Coast Mayor David Alfin and Flagler County Medical Director Dr. Stephen Bickle, broadcast live this past Friday on WNZF, kicked off Flagler Broadcasting's second annual $1 Million Foodathon. Bickle and Alfin competed in a best out of 3 match, and Bickle took home the win.
This is so
It's a
close.
tiebreaker. Go!
All right, we're going to do it for the $1 million food drive. Congratulations. We got a winner, Dr. Steve. Very good. Well done. Well done. He just wanted my vote, which he had anyway. So. Well, it's actually more your check. Yeah. All right, the champion, Dr. Steve Bickle, Medical Director.
Good job, Dr.
Congratulations.
B.
Very well done.
Both Bickle and Alfin will donate $1,000 each to the $1 Million Foodathon happening this Friday, where we'll seek to raise hundreds of thousands of dollars to help Grace Community Food Pantry feed the hungry. From the WNZF Newsroom, I'm Amy Cherry.
Before you know it, it'll be time for school to begin, and it will also be time for vaccinations.
Many people are asking if vaccines are safe for students, and Flagler County Medical Director Dr. Stephen Bickle says they are.
Diseases like measles, mumps, chickenpox, those just spread like wildfire in kids under 5, so we wanted to vaccinate people before their exposure came about.
Bickle said on a recent episode of Flagler Health Matters that parents need to be confident about the vaccines that their children are receiving.
In general, they're considered extremely safe.
Flagler Health Matters is on WNZF on Saturday mornings at 11:30, and it's on the Flagler radio app. Tomorrow, why get a vaccine early? From the WNZF newsroom, I'm Deb Albertson.
And now you're up to date on Flagler's Morning News. I'm Rich Carroll.
And now, Mike Lee Show with your WNZF local sports update.
2023 has been filled with champions in Flagler County. The Matanzas Pirates girls wrestling team won its first state championship earlier this year. Cole Hash brought home weightlifting gold for the Pirates, and FPC's Gerard Tolbert won the long jump championship. Palm Coast is the city of champions once more. Wade Stinson scored in injury time to give Royal Palm Soccer Club its first championship, defeating Shock City FC of Clearwater 3-2 Saturday in Haines City to capture the UPSL Central Florida crown. Team president Mario Dos Santos describes the emotion of the game-winning goal.
I just remember seeing everybody running towards the corner, and I joined in because I knew something good had just happened. I didn't realize we scored it yet at the time until I got there.
Royal Palms bounced back from defeat in the 2022 final.
Something about this season and the squad we have now and the coaching staff we have now, something just felt right. And we had this feeling that something great was on its way, and it was great to see that this was the greatness that was coming.
Their 10-game unbeaten streak will be on the line in this week's state championship. The UPSL has not announced game information yet. Tune into the Friday Sports for time and location. The Tampa Bay Rays go into the All-Star break on a positive note. Yandy Diaz had 3 hits and 4 RBI, including this shot in the 4th.
Swinging a ball hit off the end of the bat to left center field. Over and back is Harris to the wall. Gone! His first home run since May.
Neil Salon's WDAE Radio. Tampa snaps a 7-game losing streak, upending the Braves 10-4. They hold a slim 2-game lead on Baltimore. The Marlins defeated Philadelphia 7-3. Brian De La Cruz touches them all for the 10th time this year.
2 thin white lines as Brian De La Cruz hits a ball high in the air. Deep left center field. Get going. She is gone.
Kyle Siloff, WINZ Radio. Miami enters the All-Star break 53-39, their best record in franchise history. In Daytona, Bradenton takes 5 out of 6 from the Tortugas, winning 4-2 last night. Next up, a 3-game series starting Friday. That series moved from Palm Beach to Daytona due to stadium repairs for the Cardinals. We're your home for local sports with updates Mondays and Fridays. From the WNZF Sports Desk, I'm Mike Licio.
Watch the Flagler's Morning News video posted every weekday morning and stay informed in Flagler County. Facebook.com/newsradio WNZF.